Hello everyone, I am Sanjay Gupta. I welcome you on Sanjay Gupta Tech School. Today, as you can see, we are having day 71 of this Salesforce Learning Bootcamp, and today I am going to discuss about HTML and CSS that we'll be using for Lightning Web Component, right? So this week, like HTML and CSS will be completed, and from next week onwards, we'll be discussing about JavaScript. Okay, so I welcome you on this channel, and I hope everybody is doing good. So I hope everybody is ready to understand few more concepts related to HTML and CSS, and all these topics are very much important for Aura and LWC. So please pay attention on these topics. Okay, so moving forward, if you have joined this bootcamp for the first time, and if you are watching this video and you don't know about me, so this slide is for you. So with the help of this slide, you will be able to know like who is your instructor and what your instructor have done or doing for the community, right? So all the details are available on this slide. So moving forward, now I'm going to show you one more slide. So this is also an important slide which shows you all the virtual learning best practices that you need to follow. So not specific to this bootcamp. If you are following any other course or videos, so there also you just need to apply all these best practices so that you can understand things pretty well. So be consistent because consistency is key, and do regular practices, right? If you do regular practice, so you don't know whenever there will be an opportunity, and you just need to appear for an interview. So be prepared and do regular practice. So this is my Telegram group, and more than 2500 folks are connected with this group. And if you have any doubts, so you can discuss with the group, and I hope your questions will be resolved. So just join this group, and moving forward, here you can see today we are going to complete week number 20, and from next week onwards we'll be starting JavaScript, and then we'll be learning about Aura and LWC. Okay, so do follow Sanjay Gupta Tech School on YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, and Telegram. And all the important links are available in the description of this video. So you can just find all the links there. So moving forward, if you can see on this slide, it is mentioned like please share a review or feedback about the bootcamp. So I can see lots of folks are sharing their reviews on YouTube, LinkedIn, Telegram. So I feel very happy to become part of this community where I'm sharing my knowledge, and whatever I'm doing this year, it is totally free of cost, and lot more sessions will be happening, and from tomorrow onwards, like one more bootcamp I am going to start, that is for logic building. So I will be teaching C and C++. With the help of these two programming languages, non-IT folks will be able to master their logic building or problem solving skills. Okay, so after learning those concepts through C and C++, it will be very easy for you to understand the logic building if you are implementing any flow, apex, trigger, or going forward Lightning Web Components. So logic building and problem solving skill is very important, and everybody needs to have that in their mind. So moving forward now, let's jump on to the topic. So today's topic, like in continuation, we need to understand few topics related to HTML and few related to CSS. So yesterday I showed you few examples related to CSS, like with the help of CSS how we can modify our HTML design, or you can say look and feel. So if you see this example, so here in CSS we provide some styling with the help of element or tag name. But if you don't want to use that element name and you want to define a CSS with this way, so this is basically known as ID selector. So In the style tag, you can create a block. You can name that block with any name, and you need to put hash prior to that. So with the help of hash, if you write any name and you create a CSS, so that will be known as ID selector. So below you can see we have a paragraph. In this paragraph, we are using that para1 CSS with the help of ID, right? So this way you can implement your code. So let me just show you how we can do this. And before moving to the code, I just want to show this session tracker. So this is common session tracker for Sanjay Gupta Tech School, all the boot camps. So at the bottom you can see different tabs are available. So all sessions related to Salesforce admin and development are available in this tab. And next tab is for C and C++, then other subjects tabs are available. So if you want to learn anything for free, so everything is available in this sheet. Now, if I implement that example in front of you, so what I'm going to do, I'm creating one more file. So I'm creating HTML file, and here I will be implementing the code. So I'm going to take code from a file. So I'm just copying it from web2 and pasting it here, right? So from here I'm going to remove these. So yep, so here we have this basic building block. Now what we need to do, we just need to implement this CSS where a text align is center and color is red. So I'm going to implement this for you. So hash para1, then curly braces, and then here we need to provide the CSS, right? So here I just used name as para1. So this name can be anything. You can use any name with this hash. So whenever you use hash, so it is basically known as ID selector. So now if I use any paragraph, so with the help of ID, I can provide it. And inside p tag, I can write the code. So I am using one more p tag, and here I am writing second paragraph. Okay, so whatever CSS I implemented here. Okay, so one more thing I need to use, I just need to use style tag as well. So this CSS I need to put in the style tag. Okay, so this is important. Inside head, you need to create style tag, and inside style tag, you just need to provide the CSS. And then with this P, I use this. And what we can do with H1 also, we can use it this way. Right, so one common CSS you can apply with P element, or you can apply with H1 element, because this CSS is not specific to any element. It is basically implemented with the help of particular name, right? So I hope with this way you are able to understand like how we can implement the CSS. Now one challenge is ID basically we use for identification purpose. So if you want to provide some identification to particular element, then also we use this ID. So basically if you reuse this name, so it means both are having same ID. So it will create a conflict, right? So we have a solution for this problem as well. But right now what I'm going to show you, this para1 CSS we applied on P element and H1 element. So it will apply for both, but this is not the right approach. Generally ID selector we use with one element only. If you want to use that CSS with different elements, so we have class selector for that. We have class selector for that I will be demonstrating just after this. So I'm going to save this code, and it will be web6.html. I'm saving this code. Now I'm going to open the folder here. I'm having web6.html. I'm double clicking. So you can see first paragraph and first heading both are in center and in red color. And second paragraph is in black and in left hand side, because the CSS which we applied, that applied on one P element and one H1 element. Okay, so I hope this way you understood how we can create a common CSS, and then we can use that common CSS with different elements. Now, instead of ID selector, if you want to use that common CSS with multiple elements, so in place of ID selector, we use class selector. And in case of Aura and LWC, we will be using lots of predefined classes. So if you want to implement any class, so what you need to do, you need to write a dot. With dot, you can use any name for that styling, and any style you can define in between the curly braces, and then you can see with H1 and P, we are using the same class, right? So you just need to provide the class name and that CSS will be applied for both the element. So this is the basic difference between ID and class selector. So I hope you understood the difference. So we will be preferring class selector over ID, because in case of class selector, that class name you can use with any number of elements. And in case of ID, what happens, that ID is basically used for identification purpose also. So if you use that ID with multiple elements, so there can be ambiguity, like more than one elements will be having same ID, so it will be creating a problem. So whenever you want to define a common CSS, so in place of ID selector, always use class selector. So now I'm going to modify that code. So here we have para1. So instead of hash, I'm using dot. Name can be anything. This para1 I can use, or if I define any other name, so that will also work. And here in place of ID, I just need to use class. So in lots of Aura and LWC code, like whenever we will be writing HTML, so you will be seeing we'll be using lots of classes there, and lots of predefined classes are available where predefined CSS is available. So with the help of that, we'll be implementing, like with the help of class, we'll be implementing the CSS. Okay, so I hope everybody understood the difference between ID selector and class selector. So before I proceed further, if anyone is having any doubt, so you can raise your concern so that I can help you out. So please let me know if you have any issue, any question. So I explained you both the differences of both the selectors. So I'm just waiting for your responses. Okay, so I guess there is no question. Everything is clear to everybody, those who are watching live. And if you're watching this as a recording, and if you have any problem, so you can either ask in the comment section, or you can just raise your question in the Telegram group. Okay. Okay, so I can see Anuj is saying completed yesterday's assignment, so that is good. Akshay is saying, please repeat again, sir. Okay, so as Akshay is saying, so Akshay, quickly I am going to cover this. So we have two selector. One is ID selector, where we are using hash, and we can use any name. Inside curly braces, we can define CSS. Then we can use it like this, like ID equals to para1. But the problem is this ID is basically known as identification. So the CSS we can use with one element only. If you use it with multiple elements, so there can be chances like this ID will become a problem because of ambiguity. If you're using same CSS name with more than one element, so it will be a problem. Okay, so here we are using class selector. So in case of class selector, you need to use dot, and after dot you can use any name, and then that class you can use with multiple elements. Okay, so you just need to remember how we use class selector. Okay, now few topics related to HTML. So in HTML we can create lists. So in HTML we have three types of list: unordered list, ordered list, and description list. So generally we use two, first one and second one, ordered and unordered list. Okay, so first let's see how unordered list will be used. So here we have two elements. First one is UL. UL is for unordered list and LI is for list item. Okay, so here it is also mentioned like UL is unordered list and LI is list item. So if you implement this code in your HTML file, so you will be having a list format. Okay, so I'm going to implement it for you. So here after this I am going to implement unordered list, and here I am going to write list item. So let's say coffee, tea, milkshake. So this way you can have any number of list items. So I'm just saving this code, and now I'm going to refresh the page, and this way you can see the unordered list is available. So automatically bullets are available. So these are dark circles, right? So these bullets will be available automatically whenever you will be executing the code. Now you might be thinking, can we have different styles, right? Can we have different styles? Okay, so people are saying voice is low. So just want to check, is my voice low for everyone? Can everybody confirm like my voice is audible or you are facing some issues? Okay, so few are saying it is good, few are saying low. So I will try to speak louder. Okay, and maybe it is due to some internet issues at your end, because few people are able to listen. So I think voice is clear. So if we move forward, so here you can see we have different styles as well. So if you want to apply some style, like whatever dark circle we saw, if you want to change it, so here you can see we have style equals to list style type colon disk. Then we have circle. So disk is by default. So we'll be applying circle. So what I will do, I will apply a style here. So unordered list, then style equals to list style type circle. So I'm just saving this code, and I'm going to refresh the page. So here you can see instead of filled circle, now empty circles are available. Okay, so this way you can apply styles. So I hope you understood how I implemented this. So we have more examples. So we have square, we have none. So these also you can apply. So if we write square, and if I refresh the page, so here you can see squares are available. So this way, whatever type of option you want, you can use it. Okay, so moving forward, next we have ordered list. So as name suggests, it is ordered list, so there will be some numbering. So here we have elements OL. OL stands for ordered list, and here we have some items like list item. Okay, so instead of unordered list, we'll be using ordered list. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy it and I'm pasting it below. And from here I'm removing the style and changing it to ordered list. And here also I am changing it to ordered list. So now in my code I have both. I have unordered list as well as I have ordered list. Okay, so now I'm going to save it, and if I refresh the page, so you will see both. So above you can see we have unordered list where symbols are available, and next we have ordered list where 1, 2, 3 are available. Okay, so this way if you want to have different type, so here we just have type equals to 1, so 1, 2, 3 will be there. type equals to A, so ABC will be there. So these you can try whenever you will be practicing. Then if you want to start with small a, so you can define type as small a. Then if you want to start with Roman uppercase I, like 1 2 3 4 Roman, so you can start it with that as well. And we have small Roman, like lowercase Roman as well. So whatever you want to use, it depends on your requirement. Okay, so we have different styles for this ordered list. Okay, so I hope these are straightforward and you can implement and practice. Now, third type of list is description list. So this description list is very simple. Here we have DL description list, then we have DT description term, and then we have DD description data. So description term and description data, like it will be available in form of nested. So first coffee will be displayed, and then as a sub option, black hot drink will be displayed. Then second term is milk, and its data is white cold drink, right? So this way, if you want to show sub options, so you can use this description list. Okay, so this way you can implement description list. So these we won't be implementing much in Aura and LWC. So if you skip this, so that is also okay, no problem. Now this is important, like how we can implement nested HTML list. Okay, so nested HTML list is having UL, under UL we have LI, then we have one more LI, then for this LI list item T, we have one unordered list, right? And in this unordered list we have two more list items. Okay, so I think I can implement this for you so that you can understand it. So under T, I am going to implement this. So here we have data this way. So here I am going to implement unordered list. So I am having list item black tea, then I am pasting green tea. Okay, so I just modified this. Now this is kind of nested list. Now if I refresh it, so you can see this way you will be having the data. Okay, so in list, like if you read the note, so note says list items can contain new list and other HTML elements like images and links as well. So yesterday I demoed you, like in table under TD you can use images and links. So similarly what you can do here under list item, you can use some hyperlinks or images. So that I'm going to show you with the help of next example. So if you focus on this example, so you will be able to understand like how we can use HTML links in list items. So just go through with this example. So at left hand side all the CSS is available, and at right hand side HTML code is available. Okay, so just go through the code, then I will be implementing this code for you so that you can understand what is happening here. So under style we have unordered list, padding is 0, then inside unordered list we have LI. So if you see on right hand side, inside unordered list we have one more element, that is LI, and inside LI we have A element. So for ULLI, display will be inline. Display inline means list items won't be showing in separate lines. They will show in same line. In a single line, all the list items will be displayed. This is the meaning of ULLI, right? So display inline means all the list items will be available in the same line. Then we have ULLIA. So this CSS will be applied on A element. So A element background color will be black, foreground color will be white, padding will be 10px, 20px. So 10px from top and bottom, and 20px from left and right. Then text decoration none. So generally if we create hyperlinks, so there we have underline. So if you want to remove that underline, so you need to use text decoration none. And this is border radius. So we have 4 borders of particular block. So like it is having 4 borders. So 2 are having 4 pixel and 2 are having 0. So with the help of result, you will be able to understand like how radius will be available. And on a element, if you hover means if you take your mouse on that link, so background color will be changed to orange. So initially background color will be black, but if you hover on that link, so it will be changed to orange, right? And at right hand side you can see we have H2 heading. Then we have unordered list. Inside that we have list item, and list item is having a element with the href and all text. Then one more li with one a element, then one more li with another a element, then we have one more li with one more a element. So this way 4 list items are available under this unordered list. Okay, so this is about the code that I explained to you, and I hope you are able to relate what is happening here. Now I'm going to implement this code for you so that you can understand what is actually happening in this code. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy all this code, because if I will be typing, so it will take lots of time. So I'm just creating a new file, and here I just pasted the CSS part. Now I'm going to copy the HTML part, and I'm pasting it. Okay, so let's understand this now. So this is unordered list CSS, padding will be 0. One more unordered list, so li output will be in same line. Then this CSS is for a element that is used inside li. So make sure, like if we write CSS like this, so it means it will be for inner element that is used inside ULLI, right? If you have used any a element outside, so this CSS won't be applied on that element. So we have background color, foreground color, padding, text decoration, and border radius. Then we have hover. If you hover on the link, so it will be converted into orange color. Then we have this we have this HTML. So here you can see under this ordered list, we have list item 1, 2, 3, 4. Each list item is having a element, and this way data is available. So now I'm going to save it. So it will be web7.html, right? So file is saved. Now I'm going to open it. So you can see this way output is available. So horizontal list, and you can see all the list items are available in same line because of display inline. Why it is happening? Because here we are using display inline. Okay. Now if you see the output, so background color is black, foreground color is white, and if I hover on any link, so it is converting into orange color, right? And we have padding as well, so you can see in between we have a distance. And if you see it carefully, so top border is in round form and bottom is sharp. Why it is? Because here we are using a CSS border radius. So 4px is for top left and top right. So corners are getting rounded off, and 0, 0 means bottom left and bottom right, so they are sharp. So if you change these zeros to 4x or 5px, so it will be changed automatically. Yes, Anuj, we can see this code with the help of inspect. So for that, I just need to open this code in Chrome. So I'm just closing it and I'm going to open it with the help of Chrome. So I'm opening it in Chrome, and here you can see the result is available. Now in Chrome, if you right click, so here we have this option, inspect. If you click on this option, so your code will be inspected, and at right hand side you can see these are available. So all the code is available here. Right, so what is the benefit of inspecting? If you want to modify something here, like if you want to do some changes in the CSS, and if you want to check it, like here we have 0 and I'm going to change it to 4px, right? If I press enter, so you will see the changes will be applied. So here you can see for HTML 3 corners are rounded, for CSS, JavaScript and PHP as well. One is sharp. So this way, if you want to do some temporary changes in the HTML, so through this inspect you can do that thing. Right, so I hope this is very important and you understood, like you just need to right click on inspect, and you can see the code here. Now one more thing, if you click on this icon and if you go anywhere, so you will be seeing the CSS, right? And things will be selected automatically at right hand side. You can see on right hand side changes are happening, right? So you can just click and select something, so this way you will be able to identify like which element is available with the help of which code. Okay, so this we'll see when we'll be implementing Aura in LWC, right? So this is important, and here you can see at the bottom this padding border margin is also available, which I explained you yesterday. So this is basically margin, then padding, so it is not shown, so margin is shown here. Okay, so this way you can inspect your code and you can do necessary changes. Now moving forward, so Ashutosh, if you change something in the inspect, it won't be reflecting in your actual file. So in actual file, you need to go and you need to make the changes and then you need to save it. So those inspect changes will be for time being only. Okay, so Sai Venkatesh, this thing I demoed with the help of label. I didn't explain custom metadata, so maybe you can use label. But if you want to use custom metadata, so custom metadata basically creates an object where you can create some certain fields, and those things you can query in the code. Okay, moving forward, next we have HTML div. So it is also important, if in your whole document, whole HTML page, if you want to create separate blocks, so those are created with the help of div, and div is basically division. Here div is basically division. So the HTML div element is a block level element that can be used as a container for other HTML elements. The div element has no special meaning. It has no required attributes, but styles are common. Because it is a block level element, the browser will display line breaks before and after it. And when used together with CSS, the div element can be used to style blocks of content. So here you can see we have a code where div is implemented. Okay, and okay, I am moving back to the slide, so I think you are not able to see few lines. So now I think you are able to see all the statements properly. So just go through again. So last statement says when used together with CSS, the div element can be used to style blocks of content, right? So here we have an example. So we have a div where we have inline styling applied, background color, foreground color, padding. Then we have H2 and P elements. So this is a div, one div. Okay, and here style will apply on whole div. So H2 and P also use same style, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy this code for you and I'm going to implement it. So here under this, I'm going to paste it. Okay, so this div is created, and inside div you can see we have P tag. Inside div we have H2 and P tag, and lots of content is available. I am just saving this code, and if I refresh, okay, let me open it again. So here you can see this is the result of div. Div background color is black, foreground color is white, so that's why it is showing it like this. And if I go to the code and if I change the color, so background color I am changing to red. If I go here and refresh, so it will be changed. Okay, now if I want to use one more div, so what I can do, I am just copying it and I'm pasting it. So I have two div. So here I am using green color, and code I am having same. So here I am using one more like second div. Okay, so this way like you can have different codes in different divs, and different styles you can apply for different div. So if I refresh, so here you can see we have one more div, and this div is having color as green background color. So this way, if you want to have different blocks in your HTML, so you can implement that with the help of div. Okay, so I hope you are able to understand this. Now I am moving further. So we have one more example, that is span. So it is also used sometime. So basically it is also simple. So in a text, in a complete text, if you want to change styling of particular word, so that you can do with span. So span is basically inline element, and at the bottom you can see we have an example, and with the help of that example, I hope you are able to understand how we are going to use it. Okay, so what I'm going to do here after this div, I'm going to implement it. So you need to write it like this, my red heading, and now I need to apply. Okay, no, here I need to write H1, and in between I will be writing the span. So this text red, I just want to show it in red color. So here I am writing style equals to color colon red. So this way what will happen, only this red text will be in red color, my N heading will be in black. So if I go here and refresh, so here you can see this middle is in red color and rest are in black. So this way, as per your requirement, like you can use span tag as well. Okay, so I hope you are able to understand the difference between div and span. So this is it for today. So I hope you are able to understand whatever I explained, and if you have any doubt, so you can ask and I will try to answer. So Rice way you mentioned cheapest, so I just want to know, you are saying it in positive sense or negative sense, I'm not sure. but I'm trying my best to give the content to the audience. So whatever we will be using for like Aura and LWC. So all the basics related to HTML and CSS we are understanding. So if it is not up to the mark, so I'm sorry for that, but I'm trying my hard to give you enough knowledge, because HTML, CSS, the basic is same, right? So I'm explaining it in simple way so that you can understand. And everything, whatever we have discussed this week, we'll be using in Aura and LWC. So Jana, whenever you need to apply some CSS on whole block of code, so then you can use div. Like here in this code, what happened? For H2 and P, we need to apply same CSS for these three elements, H2, P and H1. I need to apply same CSS. So I created a div, and basis on that div, that CSS will be applied. Right? So okay, so I think Mrais also liked, so thank you. So I hope, yeah, Chandan, these are enough. And while working with Aura and LWC, if we need more elements, so we'll be discussing there. I just wanted to share basics, because in this bootcamp there are lots of known IT folks who have never worked with HTML and CSS. So that's why I kept these sessions as a prerequisite, so that whenever they will be understanding Aura and LWC, so they don't think we don't know about HTML and CSS. So with this basics, everybody is on same page, right? And next week we'll be discussing about JavaScript. So all the JavaScript basics I will be explaining you, so that you will be understanding that as well. Then we'll be focusing on Aura and LWC. Yes, Akula, Sandeep, we can change anything. So if you want to change the border radius, so you can apply CSS on div. Yeah, so Leotech, we'll be creating that with the help of Aura and LWC. So Praveen, for that we have marquee tag, like Raj Shekhar already mentioned. We have a marquee tag, through that we can move the words from left to right and right to left. So if I write marquee, and let's say I'm writing Sanjay Gupta Tech School, I am saving this code, and if I refresh, it is not coming. So I don't know, it is in use. Yeah, it is working. It is working. Yeah, you can see this way text is moving from right to left. So someone is asking about Java Bootcamp. So right now I have not planned, but surely I will do Java Bootcamp as well. So my priority is Salesforce right now. Along with, I am focusing on C and C++. After that, I can start Java Bootcamp as well. So lots of Bootcamp I have planned. So in Salesforce, like right now we are having Lightning Web Component Bootcamp. After that, we'll be having deployment related session. So if you see this session tracker, so HTML, CSS we covered, then we have JavaScript, then we'll be doing Aura component development, then Lightning Web Component, then we'll be having deployment process and GitHub, then QA related session, then you will be having BA related session, then few cloud specific sessions will be there, and I will be having sessions on Omni Studio as well. That is a powerful tool for industry clouds. And apart from that, next month, Sumit, who took sessions on cybersecurity, so he will be taking sessions on DevOps. And one more friend of mine will be taking sessions on data science and machine learning, AI things. So I'm just creating a team of people so that they can come and deliver sessions. So I will try to have someone who will be delivering sessions on Java as well, right? So like in one year or so, like this year or maybe till next year, everything that is related to IT, if someone wants to make their career in IT, so all those tools will be tools, techniques, languages will be taught freely on this channel. So Shrivali, you can see after deployment, I will be having QA sessions. Then I will be having BA business analyst related sessions, right? So I will be updating this sheet. So keep an eye on this sheet, and link of this sheet is available in the description of the video. And if you go here, so you can see from tomorrow, like C and C++ bootcamp will be starting. So tomorrow I will be giving the brief overview, like what is the bootcamp and everything. And from next week, Monday, proper sessions will be started. So this will give you enough insight, like how we can build the logic, basics of coding, everything I will be covering. And this coding bootcamp, like C and C++, it will be helpful for all the BTech students, freshers, non-IT folks, those who are having career gap. So if you want to strengthen your logic building ability, so everybody will be benefited with this. Okay, so I hope you are liking whatever I am doing for the community. So it takes lots of effort. So do support me, because it takes additional hours. So along with job, I am doing this. So in morning I do my regular job. I am also doing a job in a software company, and when I come back at 5 p.m. So after that, from 5 p.m. to 10 or 11 p.m. I am dedicating all my time for these boot camps, which are part of Sanjay Gupta Tech School. So this is my passion, and now I have like I'm doing this everything for the community, so that needy people can understand the coding and they can try at least to understand how they can implement the coding. And if they are able to understand the coding, so they will be giving some interviews, and like if everything goes good, so lots of folks will be getting job in IT sector, right? So this is my initiative, and I'm doing lots of effort every week. So please support me and share this initiative with everybody, whatever I'm doing related to Salesforce ecosystem and other languages. Okay, so this is it from my side. Yeah, Shrivali, CPQ will be there. So it will take some time. So step by step, everything will be there on the channel. Yes, Yogesh, definitely this is great opportunity, and on my YouTube channel, lots of videos are already available related to C and C++. If I show you my YouTube channel, so on home screen only, you will see lots of videos. Like here you can see I have a C programming course. So this is a playlist for C, interview question and answers, looping related programs, array, 1D array, 2D array, strings. If we go forward, then we have pointers, functions, file handling, dynamic memory allocation, structures, graphics. So lots of videos, like more than 500 videos I already created on C and C++. Those are available on my channel. And like all BTech student, whoever doing BTech in India, so they are watching these videos and they are learning programming. So I will be using these videos for reference purpose, but everything will be I will be explaining through my live sessions as well. Yes, Shan. Right now there is less information available regarding Einstein GPT. So once lots of information are available on platform, so first I need to learn that. Then I think we'll be having content on that as well. So whatever is written here, so I'm trying to do that. So C and C++ I'm starting soon. Salesforce is already ongoing. Cybersecurity, one part is done, and next part will be starting soon. DevOps I will be starting from next month, and I am searching for someone who can teach Java, and then data science and web and app development. So everything will be there by the end of this year. Like all boot camps will be started, and you will be having enough knowledge. Okay, so just one request: do share the word and write some reviews, feedback. Okay. So thank you so much for appreciating my efforts, Jyoti, Girija, and I will be doing this for community. Now this is part of my life. So YouTube and Udemy just changed my life, and I got recognized throughout the world, people from all over the globe watching the content. So this motivates me. So thank you for supporting me. So this is it for today. So we'll be connecting next week, and tomorrow we'll be having a overview session on C and C++ bootcamp. So if you are interested, so you can join. For C and C++ bootcamp, tomorrow's session will be at 7:30 p.m. but regular timing will be little late. So what I'm planning, Salesforce timing will be 8 p.m. Salesforce timing will be 8 p.m. and for C and C++, I'm thinking to have it on 9:30 p.m. IST. So this I decided as of now, right? Because prior to 8 p.m. I need some time to prepare some content and slides all. So after my job, like 5 to 8, 3 hours I need for that purpose. And after that, like 8 to 9, I will be available for Salesforce, and C and C++ I will be delivering from 9:30. I need half an hour break as well. So 9:30 to 10:30 p.m. We'll be having C and C++. And if I find someone who can deliver the session, so maybe 6:30 to 7:30, I will be having one more bootcamp, but that will be from next month. Okay, thank you everybody for supporting me. So keep following the channel and spread the word with the community. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow with the new bootcamp launch. Thank you. Bye.